Okay. Okay. We are here. So it's day 10, Saturday the 14th of November. I have had the most annoying technical difficulties all day, including the fact that it didn't work on my phone, my webcam wasn't working, I have to do it using OBS Studio. And then there was times when the camera wasn't working. It's just nonsense and craziness and annoyingness. And I am officially back. There were a few people and then they had to leave because I had to leave. And I feel bad for you. My apologies, those people who actually came and then I had to disappoint you. It's almost 20 minutes into 9, so I'm delayed more than I normally would be. So yeah, my apologies, people, my apologies. So yeah, hopefully there won't be any more issues. I realized that I'm not taking up the full screen, mainly because I am using OBS, which by the way is hella useful because I can stream on there and see myself here, as well as see all like the analytics and stuff, which by the way are kind of depressing because there's not a lot of people here, but at least I can still see it. But yeah, so welcome, hello, hi, how are you? I apologize for the delay. I apologize for the rambles, technical issues. I think it's basically every Saturday this happens because last Saturday I had crazy issues and then I went on a rant. Last night I made the mistake of rewatching my previous streams. I never rewatch them because I'm like, the whole reason I do a stream is because I don't want to rewatch and then edit and all that stuff. But this time I rewatched and I did not realize that it was, you know, so ranty. Like, I'm so ranty. I rant quite a bit. And now I just got a random message and I'm trying to figure things out and I'm trying to be like, yeah. So, like I said, it's day 10 of the lockdown live streams, day 10 of us being in lockdown 2.0. Numbers are still going up, mainly because of the incubation period that people always forget to factor in. And people are now surprised that we're having hundreds of deaths a day. But you shouldn't be surprised. They put us in lockdown for a reason. They wanted us to be safe and healthy and etc. So yeah. But honestly, it's not bad. I've enjoyed myself. It's been pretty cool. It's been pretty decent. I am House Mouse. Officially House Mouse. I have given myself the title. I might even be House Mouse Queen. So, that's fine. So yeah, but House Mouse is it's nice. It's nice. I did wake up from a nap a little while ago, so I am kind of sleepy. Like I used to do this thing where I would schedule a nap, and I'd schedule it literally every Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m. But I don't know, because I had back-to-back private students today, and I was working from like 9 until 4. And I worked during the week anyway. I don't know, I had a headache, I was tired. Like, I have a bunch of books I wanted to read, and then I just thought, do you know what? Sleep. My mum brought me food to my room because she felt bad for me, I guess. Possibly. Probably. I hope so. So yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Why does it keep telling me that my resolution, I know my camera resolution is terrible. It's the webcam on the computer. Do I have to buy a new one? I'll buy a new laptop. Ooh, I actually do want to buy a new laptop. This one seems to want to misbehave when I need it to work. But yeah, so Saturday naps, I've realised, are absolutely wonderful when you've got no plans. Although, to be honest, I've never been the sort of person to go out. I've in the last, was it March we went, so 8 months. So since March, I went out once in August with my best friend and went out to eat. It was like a belated birthday dinner with her. And kind of me, because we saw each other for my birthday. No, yeah, it was belated birthday dinner for her. And yeah, but that's about it. I don't actually go out that much. So yeah. But today is mostly, there's nothing scheduled for today. I had nothing planned, so I didn't know if I was doing an essay talk or if I was doing just a random one. And then, yeah, so it was just a regularly scheduled chit chat just to see how everyone is. I have officially retired from the realm of Among Us. It has come to my attention that I am terrible at the game, as well as have absolutely zero patience. So, in order to save my sanity, I am not going to play it anymore. Yeah, so Among Us is now no longer on my phone. I've actually deleted the app because I can't really deal with it anymore. It's crazy. This game makes me so stressed and I don't understand why. But yeah. So I feel like we should go back to the originals, the basics. Because I remember my very first live stream, I managed to talk for an entire hour about nothing. Like, it was literally just rambles, mostly rambles of, I don't know what it was. It was just nothing. It was nothing. It was weird. It was crazy. It was also the election. That was it. It was the election. But now that all that's finished, I kind of want to eat this, but I don't want to eat on screen again. But yeah, it is a Saturday. I do have YouTube videos that I wanted to watch. There are a couple of YouTubers that I watch who've posted today, and I'm probably going to do that after this. Yeah. Sorry, this is like the first time I've used OBS and looked at the screen, so it's like fascinating to me. Because normally when I use OBS, it's because I'm playing the game. And if I'm playing the game, then I can't see what's here because I'm playing the game. So it's kind of fascinating. Ooh, so it's... Haha! Nice. I want to see if it worked. My voice is terrible. I'm leaving. I never want to do that again. You guys heard that, didn't you? But you hear this one anyway, so it's not really a problem. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, I was on Twitter all of last night, and there was, like, because of the people I follow and like my social group, there were some things that were going on that was being posted, and it was pretty serious topics. And then I was chatting to one of my former students who gave me a call today, and she knew that was what was going on online. And she asked me what I thought about it. And when I said to her, I don't really have thoughts on it because I'm not involved, like, she was like, she kind of gets it. But then there's other people who were like, oh, but you should have an opinion on what's happening. But I don't feel like if I do have an opinion, it's really nobody else's concern, if that makes sense. Like, they don't need to know what my opinion is. Like, I feel no need to get involved. Like, I might private message a person and check on them, say, how are you? You okay? But I'm not the sort of person to get publicly involved. Mainly, not because I don't care, it's mainly because I am the sort of person who does not, I can't deal with the aggro. Like, when people are annoyed and the messages and the arguments. Like, I've got too much going on in my life to be dealing with that. So I don't actually bother. So yeah. So last night on Twitter was there was a lot going on. And it was just, yeah. But I kind of stay out of things like that anyway. Not because I don't think people should. Like, there are people who will go out on there and they will be the warriors that we need them to be. But it's just not me, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I get annoyed when people are like, but you have to have a say. And I don't, actually. I don't have to have a say. I don't have to get involved. I can support a person privately without having to do it publicly. Like, it's my choice. There is nothing wrong with my choice. And it's the same thing I've been trying to tell my students as well. Because say there's an issue between friends, like two friendship groups, and people have fallen out. So then they get on Snap and then they start to like talk about each other. And I've told them, you may not like the other group, but you don't have to post things. And they say, yeah, but that's how I show my support. But you could show your support to your friends by being their friends. Like, that's all you need to do. You don't actually need to do anything else. That's one of the best things you can do. Like, literally give them your support, like undivided support, unconditional support. You don't have to go and post things and be rude and loud and annoying to show support. However, if you do choose to post, there is nothing wrong with that. You can, as long as you are aware it is your choice. Like, there is nothing, I'm not condemning anyone who goes and posts to support their friends. You are allowed to do that. It's a good thing to do if you want to do it. If you want to do it. These are the operative words. If you want to do it. Like, if somebody's forcing you, then it's not a want, it's someone's making you do it. But if you choose to do so, then why not? Like, do it. But I've never gotten involved, like, whether it's politics or culture or religion or anything, I never post publicly. I will talk about it with people I know and trust and who will understand me and who'll give me a chance to say my side of the things. But when you do it online, it could get messy because people's emotions get high, plus there's the anonymity of the internet and they can hide behind their screens, so they don't always like give you a chance. And they'll say sometimes I'll just say things that are just controversial just for the sake of it. But yeah, that was my only thing last night. I was just on social media, on Twitter mostly, and then I left. But yeah. So yeah, bit of a serious topic for a Saturday evening. And if you're wondering why everything I was saying was pretty vague and not going into detail, it's because I didn't want to get demonetized, and I also didn't want to actually talk about the topics until, well, because I'm not involved, so I don't have all the information, I don't have all the facts, so I just stayed out of it. But believe the victims, that's all I'm saying. So yeah, so that was last night's Twitter. But yeah, let's see what the news is saying. Let's do something a bit more lighthearted, other than Prince Harry appearing on TV. Oh my gosh, why is he? Okay. So apparently there is going to be a capital gains tax, and how middle class property owners and investors can protect themselves. Huh? So they want to cut something about the tax. What? Okay, so capital gains tax is something that's made from the sale of second homes, inherited properties, shares, and investment funds. And then they want to change the amount. See, just when I'm looking to buy an investment property, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna ruin things for you. And my shares? No, leave my shares alone. They're mine. I'm not even gonna get involved in the British politics. Like what's happening right now at number 10 with Boris and his fiance is just ridiculous. Like he literally only got voted in less than a year ago, and it's just, and I've already given up. Like I don't know. I don't know. I think it's because Dominic Cummings got kicked out, so everyone's like, oh dear. And there's articles on how your mask is aging you. Oh, so loud. Why was the sound on? I never have the sound on. Oh no! Why would people write this? There's a picture of Trump and his hair's white, and they're like, oh, Donald's hair dye has conceded. I will admit, though, the grey hair doesn't look too bad. I think he's finally starting to look his age. Like he should concede gracefully. There's nothing wrong with it. Guy's same age as my dad, I think. Yeah, my dad's at 75. Although my dad barely has any grey hair. Like all his like friends, his old guys, crew of like my dad's got this crew that he rolls with of old men from the same tribe. Like he hasn't seen them in months because obviously he's been shielding and they've been a bit reckless. They've been out and about, but he's not been. He's doing very good. I'm very happy with him. He's behaved. So yeah, so he's got this little crew of old guys that he hangs out with, and he's actually oldest or second oldest. Like there's not many people older than him anyway in the group. But my dad's barely got any grey hairs. Like most of his hair is still black, and he's just got like a few grey hairs just scattered in there. And then even his beard, like only like this bit is grey, and the rest of it's still black. So whenever he's out with his friends and they're all together, and his skin's really good, mashallah. My dad, alhamdulillah, looks good for his age. And then, so whenever he's out with his friends and they just crewing together, like rolling together with their little like walking sticks, he looks like one of the youngest ones. And then they're always asking him, like, I remember once I went to go pick him up from the little cafe they go to, the Magahi that they go to. And then I was like, oh yeah, Dad, let's go. And they're like, oh, who's this? Your granddaughter? And then my dad, he started laughing. He's chuffed. He's like, no, it's my daughter. And then he's like, she's one of the youngest, but she's my daughter. And I was like, okay, Pops, let's go. And then they're like, yeah, tell me, what's the hair dye you buy for your dad? And I was like, I don't. I don't buy hair dye for him. And they're like, no, of course you do. Like, his hair can't be like that. And I was like, yes. Like, the only thing my dad puts in his hair is hair oil. That is it. He doesn't do anything. Like, he doesn't even use proper shampoo and conditioner. He'll get those body washes that are like 3-in-1. That's like shampoo, conditioner, and a body wash. Like, it's all together. He'll buy that, and then he'll use that in his hair. And then he'll put a little hair oil in once he showers, and that's it. He combs it through. Yeah, so they were like, yeah, so what's the dye you get him? I was like, I don't get him dye. This is natural. They're like, no, it can't be natural. Then one of them goes, so what does he do for his skin? And I was like, nothing. I've been trying to get him to use moisturizer for years, but he says it's too much hassle after he does wudu. It's like, oh, all this stuff on my face. I'm like, it's not all this. It's one thing. I just need you to put one thing on your face so it's not like gonna be cracking and dry, especially when it's winter. He's like, oh, if I need to, I'll put on some Vaseline. I'm like, the Vaseline keeps the moisture in, but you need to have the moisturizer on first in order for there to be something for the Vaseline to keep in. He's not understanding. And they're like, oh, no, you guys are lying. No. And then one of his old guys, like, these guys, they've known me since we've been in this country. So for about 30 years now. They have known me. Wow, we've been here for ages. They've known me. So, like, I came as a baby, but they've known me my entire life. So when they're like, oh, how old are you? Like, oh, you finished school. And then I'm like, uncle, you've known me since like the 90s. Why would you ask me if I finished school? I'm like, I'm over 30. What is going on? And then they're like, no, you're not. And all right, I don't look my age, but I don't look young enough to be in school. And then I think it is because the height doesn't help. I am 5'3". Yeah, let's stick with 5'3". Like, I'm 162, 163 centimeters. I don't know exactly what the conversion is. So yeah, so he's like, no, you're older. So then we finally like got into the car, we're rolling off, and then my dad's sitting there, put his seatbelt on, like just laughing to himself. And I'm like, oh, but what are you laughing at? And he's like, they think I'm young. I'm older than all of them, but they think I look good. I was like, what are you doing? We get to the house, go to the kitchen to see my mum, and then she's like, why is your dad smiling? I was like, oh, because his like crew gassed him up and said he looks young for his age. And then she's laughing, and he's like, oh, you're just jealous that nobody says this to you. And she goes, so what if they said you look young for your age? What's that gonna get you? What does that do for you? Oh my gosh, I think I broke this. I'll fix you in a minute. But yeah, so she's like, oh, so what does that get you? And he's going, oh, my friends are going to Somalia and marrying young girls. And mom turned around and she goes, is that what you're looking to do? And he goes, no, darling, of course not. I love you. I would never do that. And then I looked at her, I was like, do you actually agree with that practice? And he's like, nah. He goes, I find it weird, to be honest. Because I don't understand why they do that. It's odd to me. And mom's like, you're saying all the right thing. No, but my dad would never do that anyway. My parents have been together for 40 years. Although he denies it. He says, no, we can't have been together for that long. I'm still young. I'm barely 50. Like, this is the same man when you ask him, oh, how old are you? He goes to you, oh, I was born the year the war ended. I'm like, the first time he said this to me, I was looking at him. I was a kid. I must have been like 7 or 8. And I was like, the year the war ended. I was like, what war? I was like, the Somali Civil War? And he goes, no. And I went, because I grew up here. And you guys like, Falklands War? And he's like, no. What the hell's that? And I was like, okay. Vietnam? Korean? And then like he's going a bit more. And then my brother goes, the Second World War. He's talking about the Second World War. He was born the year the Second World War ended. That's how you know his age. And then I was like, oh, Baba, you're so old. He didn't like that comment. But it was actually quite hilarious because when we were in primary school, like, or even secondary school actually, my friends would always be like, yeah, my grandparents are in their 60s. I'm like, that's my dad. My dad's in his 60s? I was like, it's either my dad had kids late or their parents had kids early, and it always, like, some of my friends' grandparents are actually the same age as my dad. And then it's like, I don't know, but I guess it makes sense. My older sister's kid is actually older than me. Like, her first child, he's older than me, so probably in the same boat as them. So I kind of get it. But anywho, we've managed to get through almost half an hour of rambles. Technical difficulties stressed me out. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix the laptop. I'm going to fix the camera. I'm going to sort everything out. And tomorrow, hopefully, everything will be better. So, but for now, thank you for coming to my rambles. Day 10, double digits officially. And I'll see you tomorrow, inshallah.